and welcome to the BFF Real podcast, where we pick a movie and rant and review about it, always keeping it 100% real. We're your host, Edgar.
And I'm Jayla, and today we want to invite you into our conversation on the film The Color Purple. Not the old one, not the 1990 or 85 version one, the recent one that came out, the 2023 version. And a little synopsis before we begin our rant. The synopsis reads: Torn apart from her sister and her children, Celie faces many hardships in her life, including an abusive husband, with support from a sultry singer named Shug Avery, and as well as her stand her ground stepdaughter, Seal, Seal, Celie? Celie ultimately finds extraordinary strength in an unbreakable bonds of a new kind of sisterhood. Keep wanting to say Cecile. Yeah, Cecile. Celie.
Cecile. I would just call her Fantasia throughout the video. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly,
I'm sorry, y'all.
no, we gotta respect. No, we
That's
gotta respect the
Fantasia to
character.
me.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna be slipping up. I'm gonna be saying Fantasia.
Dang, the disrespect.
Sorry. Listen, you know I'm not good with names,
That's why,
so
that's why I'm surprised.
I
You know who that
do not
is?
know any of them.
Okay,
Fantasia? You don't know who Fantasia
I
is?
know who
In Black
Fantasia
History
is.
Month,
You
Shayla?
just said that you didn't.
I
You're
know
not
who
good at
Fantasia
names.
is.
Sing a song.
Yeah, with the fucking movie I just watched.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Girl.
But in any case,
Anyway.
how do you feel about this
Oh,
movie?
it's Black History Month. Wait, it's Black
Hooray!
History Month.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you excited for Black History Month?
Of course. What's not to love? Like it's black and it's history and it's a month. What leave.
The
Remember
shortest
to leave
month.
your cookies
Damn.
out for a Harriet Tubman and all that jazz. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
And what a movie to
every,
start it on. How did you feel about it?
the Color Purple. I liked everything about it except for Oprah. No, I'm kidding. Um,
Ooh,
um,
already.
I'm kidding. It was a cute movie, honestly. I thought it was gonna be way worse than people
Yeah.
have been saying this movie's the devil. It was
Oh,
actually a very good movie.
yeah.
There was, well, not literally, like people have been saying
But
this is the
like,
devil.
yeah, yeah.
But people have been saying it's bad or it's like, oh, it's unnecessary. It was a good ass movie. Like the pictures and stuff was good in my opinion. There are little critiques here and there, but we'll talk about it more as we go along. However, overall, I think it was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
We do have to say
You?
though, like I didn't watch the first one and I never read the book.
Yeah, I did not watch the first one, and I did not read the book. This is our introduction to the Color Purple.
Right. So people who have problems with it, maybe they did see the first one and they're comparing it, and there's like some things that are.
They're too critical. You can't compare them.
I, I
They're
mean,
different.
yeah,
This cast, though,
yeah. This is a good cast.
this cast was
What's his name?
absolutely bonkers.
The son. When I saw him, I'm like, I don't
The
know why.
sun,
Yeah, the
like the
son.
sun or the sun,
The
the sun or the
son.
sun, the
Corey
sun.
Hawkins. He played Harpo. Remember?
Ah,
He's
yeah. I
always
was like, he looked familiar,
y'all.
but he was like all bald headed. So
Was it? He had a
he
hat, didn't he?
was.
He was bald
He
headed.
had a hat. I don't remember.
Well, as we're still
He
talking
was
about the cast,
mad bald
anyways,
headed.
her as Squeak,
Her
I did not know that was her.
girl.
I could not tell at all. I couldn't tell at
Listen.
all. Yo, without her big glasses and big hair, I don't know what her looks like. She could be walking down the street. Sorry to that woman. I
Yeah,
had no
yeah, that's the
idea.
point.
It's,
Ain't
you know
nobody know
what?
who she is. She's incognito.
But like her incognito self is her in the big glasses and big hair.
Yeah, she's the Black Sia.
She is the Black Sia.
True. Listen.
No argue. No, her as her. Um, Corey Hawkins, and everybody. Listen, obviously it's a musical, so everybody could sing, but everybody could
That
sing.
cast.
Oh,
That cast was casting. That
Every
cast
single
was cast.
person.
Anyways, how did you feel about the movie? You never answered that. Started talking about
Yeah.
the cast.
Okay. No. Yeah. I was okay. Yeah. I liked it. I really did.
We'll hop back to the
Um,
cast.
I liked it. I thought it was really cute. So I haven't seen, like I said, I haven't seen the original one, but that's because I always heard it was like really like dark and like violent, and I'm not really good with violent movies like that. Like I can't, he knows my rant about fences. I cannot, like violent movies, especially like domestic violence, I cannot watch. And that's why I've been putting off this movie for a while. So I'm actually happy about how like there was violent scenes, but it wasn't as harsh as I remember like little clips, like very little clips of the 1985 version. I felt like that was so much like just more brutal, and this one was good. I liked it. It had its sad moments, but also had really happy moments. And I didn't like expect it. I don't know. I just seen way too many movies about like Southern Black women that ended up tragically or like unfulfillingly sad, that I kind of walked into this movie thinking the same would happen. But I'm really happy it didn't. Like I felt like this was it was a good ending, and it was really sweet in comparison. What's that face for? What happened?
I'm looking at the cast. Says see. Oh, Sierra. I did not know that was Sierra.
Wait, in this one?
Yes, she's
Oh,
the.
wait.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was Starstruck, but like now I'm like even more like, oh shoot.
Not her one two stepping her way into this. You know what? They found every black woman who could sing who's not beefing right now. And isn't Beyonce.
Ain't got Beyonce.
I said and
Right,
isn't
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
But like Rihanna, is Rihanna beefing? I don't think Rihanna's
Rihanna's
beefing.
in
Where's
hiding
this?
right now. She's got her listen. All right, chill.
I can name a lot.
The ones that aren't appreciated
Oh,
enough.
she's yeah,
Oh,
unappreciated
is she?
enough.
Was that confirmed?
Who?
What you were about to say, but you
What?
didn't say?
Oh, Rihanna's pregnant.
Oh, I thought you meant. Never mind. Never mind.
What do you think I was gonna say, J Lo?
Nothing. About a
Say
different
it.
person. About a different person.
Say it. What
Anyways,
do you think I was
no,
gonna say?
getting back to the cast because you're not gonna get sidetracked.
But I get canceled.
Sierra. Well, and also speaking
Sierra.
of the cast, the
Sierra.
Mr. Albert, he, if you remember, do you remember watching Candyman?
I mean, I remember that I watched it.
He was like the guy at the end. He was crazy. He lived in this town and he saw his, yeah.
Ah,
He's
that's
always
him.
playing crazy. Someone's crazy old guy just in the neighborhood. Like, poor man got typecasted. I was thinking that throughout the movie. I'm like, I mean, he plays it well. He really do.
Let me look at something real quick.
Let me go look at something real quick. In the meantime, this cast, black, nice. The cameo from Whoopi Goldberg was
Mm-hmm.
cute. Kind of shocked me.
Whoopi?
Yeah,
Whoopi?
she was the one
Was
who
she a
helped her
church
give
lady?
church. No, she helped her give birth. Remember at the very, very beginning of the movie?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, Whoopi,
Okay.
what are you doing here?
Wait. I barely. Listen, this was a long ass movie. This movie was like
Yeah,
3 hours long,
it was pretty long.
which I'm not dissing.
No, it was
Like,
2 hours and 20 minutes. Still long.
oh, really?
You said it felt
Damn, I
longer.
thought it was longer. Damn.
I thought it was cute. It felt, you know what? Let me see. It was a little long. I still
Mm.
liked it. I felt like it had what it was supposed to have. And I feel like it probably stuck to the book very closely. And I'm just guessing because
You never read that book. How you
I
know?
just said I was just
Exactly.
I just said I was guessing. Okay, this is my assumption. But like whenever a movie takes from a book, they have to pick and choose what to put in and keep out, and that's like kind of
Mm,
that's why it gets so long. I feel like that's a good
mm.
reason. What are you about to say?
Yeah, I want. No, I want to talk a little bit, expand a little bit about that as a point in a little bit. But however, this is what I was researching just now.
Mm-hmm.
Mister, the man that played Mister,
Mm-hmm.
he is a sugar guy.
You had to
He's a
say it
sweet
like
one.
that. Yeah,
I
I'm pretty sure.
didn't know.
No.
Bro can act.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, ooh, toxic ass man. No, no, he's very
I'm
sugary, very
telling you,
sweet.
he is, but he's
As he
typecasted.
should.
He has a mean mug, and he's good at using it.
Mm.
Good for him,
We've
making
met
money off of that
those.
mug, huh?
We've met people.
He sure have, but they're not making money like him. Good for him.
They got money like him. Um.
Yeah.
So it's about the same. No, they are actually making money like them. Yeah, we know someone. Mm.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cause yeah, cause
Yeah.
they've been in commercials and stuff. Do you forget?
I wasn't gonna say anything else that preluded to who this person was, but yeah.
What? He got money. He was
Listen,
typecasted. Listen, we knew someone. We went to college with someone that was always typecasted, and he was always mad about it. So kudos to him if you're listening.
good for
Listen,
you.
we feel
Happy
ya.
Black History Month. Anyways.
Shady boots. Anyways,
But yeah, good star-studded cast. Honestly,
it's
I'm just still so
insane
impressed
cast.
about the vocals on everybody though. Like obviously it's a musical, but like a good musical, people that like sing. You think all those were all their
Hmm.
voices?
At least all the women for sure, because we know
Mm,
all these women can sing in this
right,
cast. They're like
right.
actual. The men, I don't reckon like they're not singer like musician. Like all the women who were casted in this cast are known
Arsenic.
musicians.
Yeah, yeah,
Like yeah. Um I don't I recognize a lot of the men from acting,
right.
if that makes sense.
But
So I could
Harpo
speak saying,
was in
hmm?
what was it? In the Heights, right? Harpo was in the Heights, so he sang in that, didn't he?
Oh, that's him.
Who
Yes,
did
he's
you?
the singer. Yeah, for sure.
I
Jayla.
just said this.
Because I
Yeah,
no, I was just looking at him like, he
he
looked.
looks familiar. Oh my gosh, you have a post, bro? Ain't no way.
I do have a poster.
I know how much you appreciate that gift now. Got you, got you. Mm,
Listen,
All they know is when you
I
want a black man to sing,
well,
go for
I,
Mr. Corey.
damn, no other one. They could have had what's his name? Damn, Jamie Foxx in this movie. Yeah,
Jamie Foxx.
he was
That's
missing.
who.
As he could have been anyone. No, I'm kidding.
Jeez, he's
He
not
could have
that
been.
old, and everyone else is like, mm, no. I think this was a good cast.
Jamie
I wouldn't change
Foxx.
it. Knowing
Yeah,
that Sierra,
I think it's a good
crazy.
cast too. Sierra.
This beat is
Mm.
on my
Oh
super
my
soul.
god. Dion Cole, the guy that played Alfonso, the side
Mm-hmm.
man, he
Yep.
was in The Harder They Fall.
I know. I noticed,
Oh, you
and I
knew
was
that?
gonna say, wait, yeah. He was the church. He was the pastor guy, um, or the reference or something like that. I, for the longest time, when I was watching the movie, thought that was Denzel Washington. I I don't know how, and I kind of like right now. I wish I kept that in. I was looking at him like Denzel. Denzel.
Are you confusing Black people on Black
He
History
looked
Month?
like Denzel in the movie. He did. And I was so confused. I'm like, something in my bones, something in my melanin was not saying that's Denzel. But like my head was like, that's Denzel. Who else could it wasn't Denzel? And I would like to sincerely apologize to Dion Cole and Denzel. But Dion Cole, if you look like
Yeah.
Denzel, that's a compliment, you know? Denzel's
Mm.
dude. Remember White Chicks? Anyone ever
Wait, let
tell
me
you
be.
you
Who's
look like
Denzel? I'm sorry.
Denzel? Oh,
Oh wait, is it the muscular?
no, not Terry
No.
Crews. Denzel Washington. He's just he did. He looked a little bit when he was younger. When he was younger, can anyone give me that, please? Not
I
on the
do
first
not see it.
day,
They're
please.
too.
Oh.
Anyways,
Uh,
um,
moving on, please.
all right. Halle Bailey was in this movie too,
Mhm.
and she is beautiful as always. I was okay. I'm not gonna lie. I did not recognize Sierra at all,
I didn't.
at all, until like searched up the cast. But I just thought that they just found an actor that looks like Halle Bailey, like
To just come on and
older.
be like, okay, you're in the last couple
Yeah,
minutes of the film. Was
because she didn't even like Sierra's like a big star. Oh man, she didn't even
she
like
sang?
be on a
She
singer role
sang
or nothing. She sang. Oh, she sang a little bit.
a little bit. Yeah,
She
you're
sang a
right.
little bit, a very little bit, like at the very end. But so I thought it was just
She's
like
kind of a big
somebody.
right. She's kind of a big star to have her only sing a little bit of a song though. But I guess like story wise,
Yeah,
when else are they gonna have her? You know?
because Sierra's like icon type
Yeah.
musician. But I was so confused. I cannot believe I do not recognize Sierra. I recognize the name immediately. I was like,
She was
Sierra,
no, she was in
she's
makeup. I didn't
beautiful.
recognize her either. Like I
I
couldn't.
did
I was
not.
thinking
And
about
they added
Hallie. So
the mole that Hallie had,
right, right, which is cute.
but they look
Um,
like I was like, oh my god, it was amazing.
like an
Mm-hmm.
adult version of her. Good casting.
Mm. How do you feel for
Oh.
Fantasia?
What do you mean? I feel like so. Here's the thing, and I feel like I don't know because obviously everyone in this cast can sing, right? So when they were
A little
trying to
bit.
like all the women in this cast can sing, so they were trying to like because that's her character, right? Shug Avery was this beautiful singer, dancer, and stuff like that. And then they kind of like
Mm-hmm.
showed her in contrast to Fantasia. And the opposite was like,
Mm-hmm.
she's ugly, she's untalented. But like, you can't have Fantasia as that person because I think she's beautiful, one, and two, she can sing. The only difference is that her personality is more timid, you know? I feel like for this role, and it's only because it's a musical, I think, that like having this actor who can sing beautifully pitted up against another actor who could sing beautifully and kind of showing that they're like not opposites of each other.
I mean, I don't. I didn't take it that way. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah,
not to cut you off,
that's
because
fine.
clearly it's a musical, so I feel like everyone
Right.
is assumed to be able to sing.
I'm just saying that's like
Yeah.
one like thing that you can't really say like compare them to. So the rest is like beauty and looks, and they kept saying Fantasia was the ugly one, and I'm like, but
Well,
like
you could have. I think you could, or at least how I interpret it was mainly more like
like
colorism,
darker
like
skin.
because
Yeah,
yeah, because it was like even such it was her and her sister. Remember that it was like
yeah,
Hallie or Natty was prettier
Nettie.
because
Yeah,
they're lighter. And Fantasia a dark skinned woman. And
right.
then because we saw that attention towards the light skinned people that we saw, it wasn't
Yeah,
like so I think like that could have been like at least that's how I interpreted it. Because
which makes
yeah,
sense.
I
Yeah, I did think about that, and then I just like went back to like, damn, These people are fucking awful.
I mean, it was back then, and you know that's true. Even when we were growing up, so
Really?
it's not
That
even
far
like,
back
oh,
though?
it's not. That's what I'm saying. Even when we were
Right.
growing up, so like it just recently is like, oh, dark skin doesn't mean you're ugly, but like if
Right.
it was set back then, like it makes sense in my opinion. So I didn't really think much of it besides that. Like, oh,
Yeah.
it's a dark skinned woman, so everyone thinks she's ugly apparently.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, Fantasia's gorgeous as heck.
And she could
Um,
sing. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Mm. Anyways, what do you think of the general plot of the story?
Yeah. So I was also thinking about that because I feel like for a class during college, I read slash watched a lot of like black movies set in the South during this time period. I think of what is it? Oh my God, not me forgetting. I had to read a whole.
Mm,
I've read at least two,
mm-mm.
maybe three. And the names are not coming to me. I'll look them up later while you're talking or something.
Okay.
But I remember, and there's always this trope. It's both of them were in the POV of a black woman, right? And
Mm-hmm.
oh, one of them was Quicksand by Neela Hurst. Neela, I'm not even gonna embarrass myself. One of them was Quicksand, and it's this constant struggle of being trapped, still being like a slave to your husband instead of like a white master, and being stuck
Mm.
and needing to free yourself. And like
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, I liked this one a bit more because like everything came back in the end. Like she learned how to sew from her mom, and she kept that with her, and then she ended up being able to open her own pants store, which was pretty good. Those are, for back then, those colors and styles, I thought that was revolutionary. Even though this is like a fictional world, it was based off of the author's grandmother, I believe. Um,
Mm.
but like that came full circle. She had her happy ending there. She finally got to meet her sister again. That was full circle. Like I liked how not only did it add up like that, but it was a good ending. And like, they deserve a good ending in comparison to like the freaking awful things that I remember reading. Not awful being
Mm.
like badly written or anything, but just like really harsh. Like what I remember from the stories that I read is at the end, there's a complacency. In Quicksand, spoilers if you're ever going to read it, at the end of Quicksand, this woman who's at first like a free spirit, she ends up being exactly what she didn't want to be in the beginning because she found God, and she ended up being a pastor's wife and having like three kids and like staying in the South, and never leaving again. And like at the end of it, I'm like, damn, I hated that. I hate that for her. But she was complicit in it, and she kind of like, and I'm butchering this because it was a while ago, but it still had the same feeling of like ending up complacent in where you are and just being happy at what you have. And I kind of wrote that about this movie. Like the two things in this movie that I'm seeing is faith and forgiveness. And I'm gonna be so real with you. I am not a forgiving person. This movie didn't want to make me a forgiving person either. Um, however, let me open that up to you. What do you feel about that? Like, did this do you think the idea of forgiveness in this case was justified or no? Like her forgiving master,
I
Mister.
mean, master, Mister,
Flip a tongue.
you're programmed. Huh? Listen, this must be hard for you because you're not forgiving or faithful. So you're like,
Not faithful in religion, but
what?
I have a faith. So that one I'm less like about. But
Yeah,
forgiveness, would you forgive that
blaming
man?
yourself. Shit, I don't think she forgave that man.
She said, let's be friends. Would you be able to be friends with that man?
I I think she was being cordial, honestly,
Couldn't be me.
because But that man, I mean,
He brought his sister back,
would I? No. Why the fuck would I? But
but she's such a nice person.
I
She's
don't.
forgiving. It's like, sis,
Yeah, I don't know. Uh, eh,
because
eh.
now, what if she didn't forgive him? Would she be the bad guy in that situation? Would she be the angry? I'm not gonna say it.
Are you making shit up?
No, I'm not saying
I'm kidding.
that. Getting mad
I
about stuff
think
that didn't
this.
even happen.
No, I think this movie established it to it be like, okay, even if she doesn't forgive, like we're not meant to hold the character responsible or something like that. So I don't think it would have been a situation that, oh, she's viewed as the angry black woman, because
Right,
basically
right.
all the women around her were like, and we
Oh,
saw like
tough. Right.
Sophia like do it too. Like we saw another character just do that too. So it's not like, which I want to bring that up because that relationship was messy.
Yeah.
I was so confused. I kept being confused because like a scene, it will be like a different scene. And it's a different year, and then she's with someone else, and then she's back, and then she's no,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
with someone else.
Right.
So it's like, um,
I thought she
I
was
was
having both. Good
confused.
for her. Two husbands at that time. Crazy.
I don't think so. I think it was like one at a time, but like when I said like I had some like critiques, it would be like that would be definitely one of them
Mm.
because it just kept it wasn't it. I guess you don't have like that much time like to establish something like that
Yeah.
within a movie, but I don't know. It just felt a little whiplash. Like, oh,
Mm.
we're now, especially like at the end when she was like back with the Harpo, I think
Harpo,
the
yeah.
character's name was. I was like, oh, but when? Because you said like you're not coming back or whatever. So I don't know,
Yeah.
but hmm,
She's still a badass character, though.
she is.
Mm.
She is. Did you like the music for this
I
musical?
loved the music. I
Mm.
thought every song was good except two. Not except, no, no, not except. Two of them, I wasn't like, I was like, oh, this is good, but I wouldn't want to listen to again. Everything else, I do want to listen to again. Is that also controversial? Damn. Okay.
I don't know. Let me pull up the soundtrack and guess which one they were. Um, was one of them Huckberry Sherry Pie?
Was that the very first one the girls were singing? It
Yes.
wasn't that
Yeah, I
one.
think so. Damn.
Why was that one of yours?
No, I don't feel. I don't care for it.
Mm,
But it's not like, oh, I don't like it. I think it for me, I'm a little bit different. I have like standout songs, and the rest I'm like, I
mm,
haven't listened to enough to like form an opinion really.
hmm.
But yeah. So what were the songs that you didn't care about then?
I don't remember the name of it, but the first one is right after Albert, Mister, gives her back her things, and then she's singing in the shop alone. If you remember,
Hmm.
it's kind of her like reclaiming. So she like goes through the things that he gave her. He gave her a box back.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't remember how it goes, and maybe that speaks to my thoughts about it. But I was like, okay, okay. And then the very last song at the end of the movie, I didn't really like.
Was it No Love Lost?
I think so. The one that they're singing around the tree.
I do not remember, Jayla.
That's what I'm
For
saying.
me, it's I
Oh,
remember the standouts. I don't remember a lot of these songs, so I'm not gonna lie.
I have a
Oh,
favorite
was it the
though.
Color Purple? I think that it was that one, the Color
The
Purple.
color.
That was the
Ooh.
song. Yeah.
Listen.
So
Well,
you did not like the Color Purple. Okay.
I
Good to
didn't
know. Oh, you better
not
hide. Open about to
like.
come for you.
Yeah, I just it wasn't the best song. I do have a favorite song though. I have two favorite songs.
Hmm. Which one? Tell me.
Actually,
Have
you want
some.
to guess?
Hell no.
Dang, just say no. No, I'm kidding. Which one was that one?
Are you serious? It was when who was it? Sophia broke up with
Oh,
Alfonso, I
I
think.
remember it.
It was
That wasn't
like,
my
I'm not
favorite.
taking this.
Wasn't
I
my
love that
favorite.
song so much.
You, I'll just say it. My first favorite was Shug Avery's song when she was in the bar or in the saloon and she made her entrance and she just,
Ah,
that was one. And then
that's cute.
two, I actually liked the gospel opening. Like right after the Huckleberry one happened, the gospel where they're all,
Mysterious Ways.
yes,
Mysterious Ways.
yes.
Yeah,
I really like
that's a
that
good
one.
one. Yeah, I think I liked Hell No. And what's the other one? Working. I think it's Working. I liked Working. Yeah, I'm
Do you
not
remember
gonna
what
lie.
scene that was?
Yeah, so it was when he was building the house and he started
Oh,
singing like that. That was
oh,
such
that
a
was
good
like a short
song.
one, right? It was cute and like,
Yeah, yeah, it
okay,
was a short one. I
that's a good
liked
one
it.
then.
Um, I would like to shout out. I do not know what song it is. However, it's it might be called Shug Avery. Yeah, Shug Avery. Yeah, it's called Shug Avery. The song Shug Avery. When Shug Avery was in the bathtub and Fantasia went and then she was like helping her clean the bag. And we saw that beautiful, this is my favorite scene of the whole entire movie. We
Mm-hmm.
saw like the huge like whatever that's called, oldie MP3 player. Uh
Not the old Zoom, not the old iPod. Dang, the xylophone.
yeah,
No,
that
the
thing. Styrofoam.
gramophone. What is that called? Go
It's
ahead.
not a boombox.
No, it's
It's a
not a.
record player.
It's a
Is it like a
gramophone.
record player? It's called a grandmaphone?
Yeah, a gramophone.
Really?
Yep.
I thought you were making a joke.
What's the joke?
Grandma.
Oh my god. Ain't no grandmas in this movie. Well,
Listen,
actually,
Whoopi was there. What are you talking about?
Whoopi
That's no shade.
helped her give birth. I don't.
Whoopi
Anyways,
was. That's no shade. Whoopi, you've done your time as you should. You are. You are the age of my actual grandmother, so she's a grandma, all right. There's no shade. We love grandmas, as she should. She's a successful grandmother.
successful.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her. No, but that
Mm-hmm.
scene was really pretty. That was like they did the little where she was like walking on it, and then she was in the
Yeah,
tub.
she was like walking, and then the tub was.
Yeah.
Ah, that was the moment when I thought to myself, "This movie ain't bad. All these people talking all this shit about this movie. Leave this movie alone. Talk about Oprah, another movie. Damn."
Ooh,
I'm
the
kidding. I'm
second name
kidding,
drop.
Oprah. I'm
Oprah.
kidding. I'm
Ooh, I
kidding.
have my own words.
I'm
No, that
saying.
scene was pretty. They did a couple of scenes like that where they like had like a window and like things were happening on it and like the transition from there. I think of when Celie was in her father's shop and she was playing with the little baby toy and she looked through the window and then suddenly it was like workers with pickaxes hitting the rocks and like it was a whole transition. That was pretty. And then there was another time, I don't know if I wrote it
Mhm.
down, but oh, it was when she finally read the letter from her sister and she was sitting up in that tree.
Uh,
And then, like, her sister was walking onto the screen in Africa and meeting the African king and his like little thingies. I
mm-hmm.
was like, whoa, where's the culture? Whoa, the
Okay, I'm not
motherland
gonna lie. I was gonna say this is also this is my second like
critique.
yeah of the movie. So those are like the two critiques that like really stood out to me. I'm like, okay, and these are like constantly in the plot. The first one I already said, like the inconsistency. There's a lot of like times where I felt that the movie could have expanded on things. Like it felt very damn, like oh okay,
Like
like
rushed a little bit.
like, oh, where's the character development to have this happen or something like that.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
that was like what I already a little mentioned a little bit. And then the second one was to that subject. It felt a little idealistic. Let me Google that word to say make sure I'm saying it right.
Okay. Idealist.
What is the definition? Okay, believing that very good things can be achievable, often when it does not seem likely to other people. It was definitely idealistic. This movie, like especially like with the whole plot, like Fantasia like losing everything and then getting everything back by the end of the film, and like the way that that whole thing turned out is like okay, which I get it. It's movie magic, and finally, black people are getting like a happy ending, you know. But like, I also felt, which no shade, I also felt like, ooh, that's a little too much now. It's like, oh, when you believe in God, God is gonna be good to you type message.
I mean,
Which like I agree, but like I think this movie took it a little too far with the idealistic, like both her children coming back with her. Like where are the adopted parents of the children? They just left them and be like, okay, I'm gonna be with this woman that I haven't met for 30 years. You know, it's like, okay,
I don't
work.
think they left them. I think they let them go see their, actual mother. I don't think they were like mean parents that wouldn't let them do that. But I do,
That's
I,
fair.
so like, there was constantly this idea of like this God figure being with
Not this God
Celie.
figure, just say God.
Well, yeah, whatever you see God as, I'm saying God with Celie. And like instances throughout the movie, she's like, why did God take my children away? At the end of it, you realize that they probably had a better life than they would have had if they were with her, struggling with her father, and like then going to this man who already is bad to his kids. And then, like, also, she had the curse. You noticed that? She had a curse rain down upon Mr. Like his crops, suddenly beetles flew out.
Mm.
He had to burn it all down. He's crying in the rain. I'm like, ooh, maybe this woman's a witch. Anybody pick that up? But like this idea of God being with her and like I don't know, she has so much faith and so much bad has happened to her that good karma's coming around, which is another like I agree with your critique. I don't think that's a great message. Like you got to suffer so much hardship to get good stuff in return. Or maybe it's like it's not hardship if you truly believe that this is the good thing to do. But also, no, he just beat her. Staying is not the like.
I, I would say I have nothing to. I'm not like against like her heading getting a happy ending,
Right.
but like it felt like damn, like it,
You know what I thought was going to happen?
I don't know.
I
Hmm.
thought that Mr. when he fell down and he's remembering that she said, I hope everything comes to you is I forget what she says specifically, but like she kind of curses him like she does this, and she's like everything kind of like Nikki ooh, kind of
No,
wait, no, I meant like
girl, you better get doxxed.
listen, oh, if
uh,
anything, the barb should be on my side. I said like she cursed or whatever. Listen. Scratch all that. The curse that she put on him, I thought he would like double down in his evilness. Cause like he knows that Nettie is still responding to his address. I thought he was gonna write something to her and be like,
mhm,
"Come now, I'm he's about to kill me" or something like that. And then he'd have her, and then he'd make her come, and then do this whole. I thought the worst. I really did. Thank God it didn't go there, but like,
you better kill me. I wanted her to kill him. She was about to. They should
take
have
up
left her.
Medea's. Yo, you know what Medea would say? Stove, hot. Was it grease or was it just water?
They had stoves back then.
Yeah, they were cooking on a stove. It might have been a wooden stove, but it was a stove.
Wooden stove. Wouldn't that just catch fire?
Not,
Let me see.
or maybe it was a
Stove.
some other kind of stove. But they were. She was cooking. It was disgusting. Remember when she first got at their house and it was all nasty? Mm. Oh, another continuity
Oh.
error. Harpo had siblings, and they just never showed up again, like at all. Was that mentioned?
Oh yeah, we did not see them kids.
Right, and they were like,
We did not see none of them kids.
I think Sophie was like, "Oh, your family's so mean. How come Celia is so good?" And I
Hmm.
remembered it again. I'm like, "Family, where's those kids? They mean mugged her when she got. Did you see?
Yeah.
They mean mugged the mess out of Cecile.
Well, first of all, this was a child. He brought a child home as his wife and said, "You're the new mama now."
Listen, they're too young
And
to
these
like.
kids,
I think they were too young
mm,
to like consider what that meant.
they were like, yeah, I don't know.
Mm. They mean mugged her so
Well,
bad though. I felt so bad. I was like, "Ooh, not them
mm,
kids." But no,
imagine. Mm.
imagine. Speaking of kids, that scene where the white lady was
Oh, the mayor's wife or
the mayor's
something like
wife.
that.
It's like, you're so good with
Yeah.
your kids. Come work for me. What?
Fucked up.
Yo. And like,
But
oh,
Danielle, Sophia,
Sophia?
she was standing on business. She punched that white man in the face as
As she
she
should.
should.
As she
As
should.
she should. Even though she got handled out clearly, but
Okay, so that's another thing, right? I feel like this movie
mm,
was saying,
yeah.
like, be strong, fight for yourself, like physical force if you need to. But then they show the punishment of doing so, even though she wasn't in the wrong. So it's kind of admitting
Well, actually, I'm a little like contrast. Like I thought like that part was also I thought idealistic as heck. I was like,
her just going to jail for it instead of like,
yeah,
yeah,
because you know damn well in the
yeah,
early ass 1900s, if you punch a white man, the mayor, I think he was like the mayor, yeah, he was
hmm,
the mayor. She punched the mayor in the South. She lived in the South. She punched the mayor in the face, Shayla.
right. You're right. No, you're
In the
right.
middle of the street in front of all these white people, his wife. Like, come on now. She was just
Yeah,
locked up and then she was let go?
it was a lot, but yeah, no, that wouldn't have, yeah.
That wouldn't have at all. At all.
But
Like,
that much being said, it's still, even if that did happen, like the worst had happened, and even this happening, it's like, okay, you can stand up for yourself, but there's still going to be punishment because this world is unfair. So, like,
mm-hmm.
so what is it? You should still stand up for yourself. You shouldn't use violence like Sophie did.
Mm-hmm. The movie message is you should stand up for yourself and use violence, unless it's for to a white person.
There we go. Ooh, bad movie for Black History
mm.
Month. No, I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm. That's
I
how you know
know.
Oprah produced it. No, I'm
Oh,
kidding. Oh.
13. Damn.
I'm kidding. I'm
It's just
kidding.
like, yeah. And, we got to give some credit because it's not like it wasn't made, the movie was obviously made this year, but the story was made way back when. So it's like, you can't exactly change
Yeah.
important plot people. And not to say that
Yeah,
it should
for
be changed,
sure.
but I feel like this is my interpretation as a 20 something year old in 2023.
Something.
Like
Mm-hmm.
just, I don't know, something about the violence and then obviously the repercussions for it. But like, what exactly is that? What's it trying to say? It's either faith or forgiveness. The faith in that is that Celie, she visited her every week and she said it herself that it gave her courage, gave her strength to keep going, which was sweet.
She said, and I quote, "You visit me every week. I know God is real for it." Mm-hmm.
So, oh, another instance of God being with Celie, you know. But like, I don't know. And forgiveness, F that. And at the end of it, she went and worked for them still because she had to. Like,
She had to, yeah.
oh my, why would you even want her after that?
Right. That's what I'm saying. I
She
don't
will hit
know.
him again, as she should. And like, I don't know. What's the thought process behind this? Oh, you
It
hit my
was
husband.
yeah, it
I
was a
want to bring
little
you.
yeah, it was a little
Hmm,
I don't know.
something's not clicking.
Yeah, the math. If you just look at this as a movie, like when you don't like dig into it and like start thinking back of plot points, it's a good just to sit down and watch movie.
Yeah,
However, it gets muffled when you start thinking about it too hard. Let's just
yeah.
say that.
Which, oh, I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but did you know this was produced by Steven Spielberg? No, directed by Steven Spielberg.
Yeah. Oh,
After learning that, it kind of made sense. Why it wasn't so violent. He's the guy that does like the kids movies. You know, he does like E.T. That's an old version. What did he do recently?
E.T.
He does the blockbuster movies. So like E.T., Jaws, um, something that will like bring in people, make a profit, and it's kind of light, like on the surfacey, kind of light, so that people will just keep continuing to come. I don't know. I feel like that showed in the movie. Like, if not through the violence, which I'm actually grateful for, so I can't really say anything about that. Is it not
Wait,
Steven Spielberg?
who did you say?
Or did he produce
The
it?
director. He produced it.
Okay, well,
Yeah, he was a producer. I'm like, directed by you. Like,
who
duh.
directed it?
Yes, that's why. Because I was like, because when you said the name, I'm like, yes, I know, but I thought it was a producer, so that was mad confused when you said
Oh,
director.
my
I'm like,
bad.
wait,
No,
what?
yeah, he was a producer.
Nah. Yeah, it was an African man, and you could tell he's an African man by his last name that I cannot pronounce,
Ah!
unfortunately. It's
Let me
true.
see.
What you want me to do? It is
Bazawule?
Blitz Bazule. I think it's
Bazule?
Bazule. Bazawule.
And
You have
this
to
should have been
pronounce
a
that.
three.
Bazawule. Blitz Bazule. Huh.
No, good for him. He included that little touch of culture. Perfect for the time.
Mm,
But yeah, I don't know. I
as
feel
he
like
should.
the Spielberg touch. If not, then I could be completely wrong. But it did feel a little lighter than that. Explains your idealistic like thoughts about this.
Yeah. But like besides that, it was a good movie. Besides being too idealistic and having major plot issues, in my opinion,
Kind
it
of like,
was a great movie.
mhm,
No, I think the acting was phenomenal. The
right?
music was phenomenal,
I like the
and the
transitions.
imagery, like the scenes, was also phenomenal. Um,
Let me add to that before
costume
we
was
go.
good.
Oh, you didn't. Well, what about when they had pants? Remember? I think that was.
I was like,
Ah,
I was confused. I'm not gonna. I was like, okay.
what do you mean? I thought that was a great
Listen,
number.
you opened up a clothing shop and you chose pants.
It was revolutionary for the time.
It was. It was.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
No
It
woman
was.
was wearing pants. And that color, those
Mm,
colors were like pop compared to everything else in
mm,
the movie that they had worn before then.
yeah.
That was a statement. And they stated.
Mm,
No, you said the imagery. I also wanted to say I like the way they did like time skips. Like there was two scenes. There was one scene where Celie was waiting for letters, and what she did was they showed her knitting or sewing by a window, and then again she came out from like the hallway, to go to the window and start knitting, even though we just saw her there. And then the camera turned and then we saw her knitting again, just showing that she's like perfecting her craft while still waiting by the window, waiting for a letter for her sister. I feel like that makes,
Mm-hmm.
not only did it make sense plot wise, but it was really pretty to like think about, like, oh yeah, it's just different versions of her still doing the same thing throughout time. And then there was another version of this when Sophie was in jail, and it was less like prominent, but you could just see the weathers changing in the window. And though it was kind of Twilight-esque, if you remember that one scene in Twilight where she's waiting at the window and the trees, like it, it goes through the seasons. It was still cute. I still like that kind of transition where like you just see what's happening through the window, but everything inside is staying the same. That's my two
Mm.
cents.
Yeah, that's true. Mhm.
But
But yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about Shug. Shug.
Who?
Shug Avery. Miss Tarahi, Miss Cookie herself.
Oh, Chuck Avery.
Mm.
I love Cookie so much. I'm with you. I'm on your side, sis. Listen,
At the like
for, release what everywhere I paid. I want to know.
when she came on screen, I was like, is she a girl's girl? And like I meant that two ways. But very firstly, I was like,
Jayla, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I have a confession.
what?
Whenever I hear "girls, girl," I got so freaking triggered.
What
I
happened?
got so triggered.
What
Like, oh my god,
happened?
girls, girl. Okay, to any Big Brother fans watching,
Oh,
you know why.
dang.
Listen, so
That's
in my
crazy.
mind, like whenever someone says "girls, girl," immediately it's a negative thing. Like, oh, she's like a groupie. Like, yeah, it's immediately negative.
No, I
So
meant a
I'm
girl
with you,
for the
Taylor.
girls. A girl that
Well,
supports
in my
girls.
mind,
That's
because
crazy. Y'all twisted
yeah,
that. Mm. Mm-mm.
y'all, who's y'all? Listen,
You think it? So you're a part of the you're part of the ideology.
I was not part of the problem. I was traumatized, Shayla. I just say it was a reality television, the best reality television. Well, no, not the best, one of the best.
Mm.
And this black woman, a beautiful dark skinned black woman, was bullied so much by the women in the house. Be like, oh, that's not a girl's girl. We're girls. And they completely bullied like that girl the whole time. I'm with you,
Damn.
Taylor. She ended up winning and eliminating all them bitches.
Ooh.
So I'm like, that is such a good season. Anyway, y'all should watch it. Support Taylor. Love her.
Not the plug.
Listen, it's an amazing, like, you cannot write plots like that. Like, it was amazing to see it happen like every week. I'm like, that's what you get. So yeah, I get triggered when I think of girls. I think of a bunch of women bullying other women,
That's the
like
opposite of a girl's girl.
hardcore
That's literally
bullying.
the opposite of a girl. They weren't.
Whoa, talk to
No,
them.
clearly I won't be.
Oh,
Fine, fine. I was trying to figure out if she was gonna be a good
a
friend
feminist down for
to
the cause.
sure. Um, and like, can you be good to a person and still make out with their husband behind their back? Like
She was making out with her husband. I don't think there was fucking.
they
I don't think there
made
was
out.
fucking.
She caught them making out. She came down the stairs
Really?
and they were dancing with each other and he was
Mm.
helping her take her clothes off. And then two,
Mm.
I'm pretty sure she was sleeping in his bed.
Damn. Well, she didn't like that man.
But then to turn
It's not
around,
like she ever
listen,
claimed that man.
it's not a
But I agree. Her situation was just very like, she didn't know anybody. Like, she didn't know any better,
right,
like, at all. Basically, like,
right.
that's her life. That was literally her life. She
Well,
was a
she
tool.
could have
Like,
made up with her
she even
dad.
knew that
She could have.
you make up with your dad. No. Now you coming in with that idealistic mindset, Jay. That's toxic.
She literally made up with her dad by the end of the film, and all they had to do
Well,
was
he was
sing a number
dead.
with each other. No, I'm talking about Shug Avery.
Should Avery dead?
No, Shug Avery knew other people in town. She could have literally. Oh, were you talking about Celie?
What are you talking about?
You
You said
said,
she could have made up with her dad.
and I was
Who are
talking
you
about
talking
Shug
about?
Avery because we were talking about the scene where they were making out. So I thought you meant she couldn't go anywhere, like she couldn't go anywhere else in town that would have taken her in. But were you talking about Celie?
Shug Avery? I was thinking that you said basically Celie could have made up like because I was like, oh, that's the standard. She's tolerating
No.
that man. And I thought you said, well, she could have made up with her dad. I'm like, bitch, you make I'm like, why you me make up with her
That
dad?
had to have been a hate crime. And I caught
How
you
is it
on
a hate
candy
crime, Jayla?
camera. I caught
How
you
is it
on
a
candy camera because you didn't have to
no,
bring
how is
me
that a
into
hate
it.
crime?
That's a
How is
hate
that a
crime
hate
because it's
crime?
Black History Month and you already perpetuate stereotypes that I'm
Bitch,
not
I
on
went
good
through it
relations with my
too.
dad. No, 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 no. You didn't have to bring none of that up. We're talking about fictional characters here. You put that into the real
Listen,
world. That's a hate crime. You get a mark one
that's
on
not a
Black
hate
History Month.
crime.
Yes,
Sis,
it is. Yes, it's a hate
no.
crime. I hated it, and it's a woman crime.
Well,
You're
it's
marked
not
down
Women's History Month. It's Black History Month,
the month
so it
before you
doesn't
want to start. You
count.
want to get it all out before the month starts. I got you. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna be singing
Mark,
that song. And
first mark for the rest of the. You got the
listen,
first mark on the
you know
first
damn
day.
well that don't count.
They do count. I caught you on
How
candy
does it
camera.
count?
What do you
How does it count,
mean?
Jayla? How does
So
it
because
count?
I'm Black,
Tell
I
me
don't
how does it
have a
count.
good relationship with my dad.
Most of us don't.
Another strike right there. Stop perpetuating. Who do you think's watching? Yo,
It doesn't
no.
count if I
The
went through it
conversations.
too.
Next
I can
conversation.
make fun of it if it's also my trauma, Jayla. Period. That's how it works, and you know
You
it.
pointed it at me. You should have said yourself. You should have said yourself if you were gonna make a joke. You did not.
Well, you were the one making the point,
No,
so there you
I was talking about Sugar
go.
Avery.
Well, I
Bro,
misunderstood you. Listen, it's okay. You know what? We're on the same boat.
you
No
know
daddy.
what?
It's okay.
Fine.
Black
Disregarding.
man
You
that
know
left
what?
us
Next
behind.
subject. Next subject. Next
Um,
subject. Silly.
what's the next subject?
The first thing I was trying to figure out is if she was like gonna be a good friend, even though you went behind your friend's back and made out with her husband. But then they're extra
That's a
good
good friend.
friends. They're extra good friends. Which I called it actually. Um, what was it? It
I
was the
mean,
scene where she
she's a
was
good
scrubbing her
friend.
back. No, it was a
Mm.
scene when she was scrubbing her back. I immediately knew. I was like, when she said, "Oh, this is what everyone was talking about," or something
Oh, you
like
think they're
that.
gay?
They are. Maybe not. Shug might be bi, but the actual writer of the novel did include
Mm-hmm.
that love story and like so many other renditions of the of the novel, like the other
Mm-hmm.
movies. They kind of brushed that over, even though again, never seen it. But I read stuff about it because obviously they would.
Not the phobics.
Yeah, and they like hid that culture. And then in this one, yeah,
Mm.
they were allowed to be. They kissed and they, went to bed.
They kissed?
Edgar,
Shug and Celio kissed?
are you
What was
serious?
I doing when I was watching this movie?
They kissed in the
What?
movie theater and then they went to bed. They slept with each other.
In the movie theater
Edgar.
scene? I definitely watched it.
Are you sure?
I saw the movie theater scene, but I didn't see them kiss.
Did you?
I think I zoned out. I probably zoned out because they were like showing what was on screen. It was some black and white film. I was like,
Immediately.
listen.
Wow. So
So I
no,
probably like toned out. That's
they
insane.
kissed, and then right after they were woke up in the same bed with Shug's arm around Celie. There's no way.
As they
Your senses didn't
should.
tingle, girl. They were literally. She was flirting
Well,
so
it was
hard.
tingling. I was gonna make a joke about it, but I didn't know it was real. Literally, like that's what it was. I was gonna make
I
a
was
joke
gonna
about
make a
it, but
joke.
that's insane because she really brought her whole ass new husband,
Husband.
and then
Ooh,
we saw what's his name damn, what's his name, oh, Mister. We saw Mister getting like pissed and yellows. I'm like, oh, you're not the one that's supposed to be jealous.
embarrassing.
That's
Ooh, what did I write?
insane.
I said Tyler Perry's got nothing on this awkward dinner. I wrote that
Mm,
down because ooh,
damn.
the
I thought
clothes.
you were gonna write. I thought you was gonna say. You know what I wrote down? Faggot. Yeah,
I did
yeah.
not.
I thought it was about a rape crime. So I know
Dang.
you won't be into the gays like that, but
Excuse me. I
um,
watched this movie. I picked up on the gay subtext. You didn't. Crazy.
I did not know they actually kissed. I was like, ooh, they're a little. I did not know they actually kissed.
They're a little.
That's
Yes, they were.
insane.
Because I read something, um, and the
That
author wanted to represent herself in the film, and like
as she should.
right, and like so many other films have been like not films, but one film. I've been like taking it out, but I feel like I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I haven't seen her
Mm.
reaction about this
I'm
movie,
taking it
but
out. The
hopefully.
author should be like, because authors have the power to do that. They'd be like, okay,
And you
if
know
you're
who the
not gonna make
author
it
is?
gay, you're not gonna do it. No.
Walker at
Ah,
keep going. I remember it.
I don't know. Anyways, um, oh, I mean,
Alice Walker. Yeah.
her. Oh, Alice Walker.
Yeah, she wrote
I
it.
wanted to. I wanted to talk about her because I feel like her part in the movie was kind of like weird.
Oh, like her, like that girl.
Yeah, like I don't know. It was weird because like we didn't get at all any character development really, but we just saw her like we got like
Get
moments with
the
her like do it, but we never like had like any sort of like thought process. We saw her, she was like doing stuff, you
just
know.
another girl
That's how it kind of came across. Yeah, no, because like she first was Harpo's like replacement girl
on
or
the
whatever.
side. Yeah.
Yeah, like because they both got like new people, but then she at some point joined the friend group and got tired of. You know, it was
Yeah.
that's called a plot hole in my opinion too. Like just
I
her whole
mean,
character, because I feel like it could have been a little more interesting. I feel like this movie should have been a TV show, like an 8 episode, like a good 8 hour long episodes or 8 or 10 hour long episodes TV show. Yeah, because it felt there were many things I was like, okay, we could have had a little more of this or a little more of that. So it could have actually been longer, and it was like beautiful. I feel like if it was a TV show, like I would have probably like enjoyed it more if they would have had time to explain, because it's also a big cast. It's a spicy cast, you know. At least like for like main cast that we continue to see,
hmm,
especially in a musical, because musicals automatically take longer
that's
because
true.
clearly. But I don't know. I felt like we didn't get her as
Yeah. And
much.
she's a pretty good artist right now, so she must have cost some money, like
Yeah,
a good
and
amount.
she's pretty.
She got
Mm.
the dog
You think she's a black woman, J
beat out
Lo?
of her.
You think she got paid a good
Yo,
amount?
yo, I know a hit from Sophie is like a powerhouse. When she got slapped by Sophie, her little body went flying across the floor. I know she didn't try that again. That's why I think they kind of made up, and that's like a little thing. But like after getting hit by something like that, you don't want to stay
Mm-hmm.
like enemies. No, 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 man. And also, Sophie's just I don't know. She's like she's thug, but she does forgive because remember Celie? went and told Harpo to beat
Mm.
her, and then she goes up to Celie and she was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Yo, you told him
Imagine,
that?" No.
imagine your friend, like one of your close friends, be like, "You told him to beat me."
She was like, "Yeah, I was jealous." I'm like, ah,
I mean, yeah, it's just fruitful. You know what's crazy though?
what?
It again plot holes with this movie. The fact that like Fantasia, like she raised Harpo,
Right.
it did not feel like that at all.
You think
At
so?
all.
Let's
At
see.
all. No. Like she was just like it was like her and then like Sophia as friends. That's it. And that was the focus. Like it did not feel like he raised her at all,
There
or
was
she
like
raised him like at all.
I felt like there was a
What do you
little
think?
thing because they just kept on calling her Miss Sealy. Like the Miss kind of attached to that, let them know
Yeah,
it was
she
like a
calls him
little
Miss
bit.
Silly.
But yeah, like you said,
Yeah,
like she came to them when
but
she was like 15. So again, like that age
well,
difference.
she was 15, but like that's fine. Like in her perspective, like for them, because remember when you're like that young and you're looking like a 15-year-old, even though like now we know like oh that's a child,
Right.
like that's not the same perspective that a little kid's gonna have, especially you growing up with them.
Right.
So, I don't know. It felt very weird, like their whole relationship. They did not touch that. He was just like, it was him and his dad, and then she was like, it's her, and then she's Sophia's friend. Like
Mm,
it was very weird. Which is not to the actors at all. It is probably how it was
it's
written or the
written.
script,
Yeah.
whatever. So yeah, clearly because
But like what would he
they
done?
can't
Like
do much.
call her mom? I mean,
I
yeah,
don't
call her mom or like
no. I'm not saying all that, but like we could have focused a little more on like I don't know. I don't know. I didn't write this.
because like thinking
I just
in the
know it's
right of
wrong.
his picture, it's also like yes, it was his mom, but he also knows that his dad beat her and couldn't do anything.
Mm.
So I imagine it's also a little awkward. Like, remember the dinner when she got up and she grabbed the knife and she put it against Albert's neck, Mister's neck,
Yeah.
and then the girls were excited. The girls were like, "Woo!" And he just like, "Damn,
As they
well."
should.
Harpo just started cleaning up. Like, what? He's like, the girls are
Yo.
at it. So,
As they should.
oh,
And they were all shaking. That was like probably my favorite scene of the
the
movie.
mm,
Yeah, the table, and then because we see like Sophia, she was kind of like depressed like after everything happened with like her going to prison, but like and, like she started laughing and like
laughing.
all the women they were like everyone even Squeak that we had not at all had any development with her. She was also like standing on this in that scene, which was so very confusing. Like she was like, I'm gonna go with them too.
Did
Like,
that say, were
okay,
you
you don't know
invited?
them like
Like,
that.
girl, were
Do
you
you
invited?
like? Do you even know them like that? But as you should. They all have. They all got all the men who were in that table together. They gathered those men.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
That's
I was
another thing, though.
living.
Like, I'm happy they had like a sisterhood, but
Hmm.
for what's her name? Shug? Shug Avery to come back with her husband when she
Hmm.
knew that she kissed and made out with this woman. Like, good
Both of
thing.
them. Did you say both of them?
Both of them?
Did you say she kissed both of them? Her and Mister.
Yes, yes. So yeah, both of
Yeah.
them coming back with your husband, your new man. It's kind of like, dang. But also, she went there to get.
Hmm.
Um,
I mean, and she could, and she did, because they let her in. She's the only person that would have gotten away with it.
that's true.
No.
That's
Hmm.
true. Also, a little tense that scene where Mister was telling Celie to shave his neck. That was pretty intense. I thought I was about to get
Mm.
like what's it called?
I
What's that
know, me
musical?
too. I was like, cut it, cut that throat.
What's the musical? You know the music Sweeney Todd. I thought I was about to get Sweeney Todd up in here when he was like getting real close, about to cut his neck from the barber. But
Yeah,
no, but no.
it's cute. Yeah, I really like Taraji in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
She ate that role up.
Yup.
I'm not gonna lie. a lot of people did, but like she was a very like she was a standout for sure.
Hmm.
Um,
Her,
yeah,
uh,
it was perfect.
her entrance into the bar, that scene on
Hmm.
the boat, that was so dramatic, but it was so good. I love that
As you
scene.
should.
She's a queen.
She.
And then
Hmm.
the bar scene. Yo, I'm pretty sure I saw someone twerking like they club now. Like, did you see a person do a spin on that
Yeah,
woman's ass?
they were doing a lot. I don't know. There was a lot of
Where do you
like
think they got it
sexual
from?
tensions.
That's called culture right there.
No,
Twerking.
listen.
Listen, it originated somewhere. Of course,
Well,
it's all
no,
our
duh.
culture. Listen, no, they were going at
Anyway.
it like when the lights were turned off. That whole 2 minutes or whatever it
Hmm. I
was.
was like, is this? I was like, is this gonna be something else? Is it gonna be like a Saltburn situation? What's
Oh,
going on? Is it
oh
gonna be a whole different plot
no.
than what I thought?
But
Not
like,
not like that, not in that way, but like a whole different plot than what I assumed it
what
was
you
gonna be. Like,
assumed?
oh, is this
No.
gonna get interesting? It did not,
But to get
but it was
crazy.
cute.
It was. And I enjoyed that scene a lot. It was really fun. The
Hmm.
tension the girls had, it was cute. And like, I don't know, it just felt nice.
Yeah, yeah, I really liked that group of Fantasia, Taraji, Danielle. I cannot believe in the same cast list. I'm sitting here looking at the cast list, and it literally goes Fantasia, Taraji, Danielle, Hallie, Sierra, her, Whoopi.
They just needed Mary J. Blige somewhere.
Damn.
And like all the R&B girlies, boom.
All the R&B.
Just
It's
Mary J.
insane.
Blige, where were you?
This cast is
And maybe EVE.
stacked.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
insane.
what's crazy? I forgot in
Yep.
the song that you liked, the one where she was like, no, or what was that the song?
Hmm.
No, yeah. Did you?
Something like that. Like hell
I
no.
it's again, I never seen this movie, but I knew this line. All my life I has to fight. I knew that line because the
Really?
Medea
From
movie.
where?
The
Damn.
Medea
Well, the
movie.
Medea movie took it that movie.
Yes, but that's where I first saw
Yeah.
from. But I knew it was as a
Yeah.
quote from something. But I just see Medea. It was like a Boo, like the first Boo Medea Boo movie.
Oh, the Boo movie.
I
Oh,
think
I love that movie.
she was going up the stairs. She's like, "Oh, my life I has to fight," and I remember
Oh,
die
my life
laughing.
has
But
to.
now with the context, I'm
As she
like, "Girl,
should. It's true.
oh
Listen, it be like that.
Medea is like Sophia." So like, yeah,
Hmm.
she must have felt that from her. It was
I'm
that
looking
quote.
at the cast now
Uh huh.
because I was like, oh, sorry, keep going.
No, I was gonna go on to a different quote. What were you gonna say?
Oh, say the quote, girl.
Okay.
Oh, I can say my
It
shit.
was like
Yeah.
while it was called The Color Purple. And if you remember, it was Shug Avery was telling Celie that what was it? It was like I wrote it down. It's you piss off God
No.
if you walk
Was
by
it
the color
that?
purple and don't notice it.
And don't. Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is cute.
Hmm.
It's really cute if you think about it. Like I said, the two things about this movie was faith and forgiveness. And this one was more on faith, I think. And like just taking the time to notice like the really detailed things about life, and that's like a really cute message. That's one of the cute messages that I agree with in this film, because like, yeah, there's a lot of awful stuff happening, but not noticing the color purple, I don't know, it just that's really good. That was a really good quote.
I agree.
What were you gonna say?
Now, what I was gonna say is, I was gonna say, oh, because I recognized what's the name? Danielle. Like, did you recognize Danielle from anywhere?
Danielle. Which one's Danielle?
Yeah, Danielle Brooks, Sophia, the girl that played
No, I
Sophia.
had no idea. Like I could not. She was the
Really?
one that I wasn't sure about. Where's she from?
Damn. Okay, so I recognize her from actually two things, but the first one that I saw, I'm like, oh wait, is from Peacemaker. Do you see Peacemaker?
I didn't watch that.
Mm,
I'm
it
not
is
a DC
very
person.
funny. She's hilarious. And that she's also in Orange Is the New Black.
Also didn't watch. So makes sense.
Oh, you don't watch TV shows.
I
Jayla doesn't watch TV show,
I
y'all.
watched some
Come
TV
at
shows,
her. Gather her.
okay, and Orange is
Which
the New Black
ones?
wasn't. I watched
Name
Abbott
them.
Elementary. I watched Sherlock. I watched not by choice, but I did watch which was a good movie. It was a good TV show, so I didn't mind it. I watched Good Omens. I watched
Mm.
all of Community. I've watched
Girl, let me tell you something.
listen, I'd rather not watch TV shows, but yeah. So Orange is the New
um,
Black. Cool.
Danielle Brooks. Guess in what movie she's. That's insane.
What? What?
There's a new movie coming out. I cannot believe this is real.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, we're gonna get a Minecraft movie. Do you know what that is?
You serious? Yes, I know what Minecraft is. Are you serious?
We're getting a Minecraft movie.
Is
Yes,
there lore
next year.
behind Minecraft? You know what?
I don't know.
Please don't come at me.
I
I
don't
really
think
don't.
there is. I think it's similar to The Sims,
You're
but
gonna
it's not like a
piss off.
plot.
No, you're gonna piss off the
No, it's
Minecraft people.
true. It's
Not.
it's
They're
true.
gonna come in the
Listen,
comments. There's lore. There's lore. I swear, there's
I
lore.
had I have like I had a little like Minecraft summer one year. When I downloaded it on my phone, I was
Not a
playing Minecraft
Minecraft
that summer.
summer.
I had a Minecraft summer. You were having a hot girl summer. I was having a Minecraft
I
summer.
don't know if you want
No,
to admit that.
um, listen. However, I do not think it's like Sims, like or it's just mm,
You just do it.
anyways.
Maybe from
Guess
then
who's
to
in the
now, there's
cast
lore
though?
because she's in the
The
cast.
cast, the cast is also kind of like star packed. There's like
Who?
one person I don't know. However, there's like four people that I'm like, oh shit, I recognize these
With what money?
people.
Minecraft has backing to have famous people. Tell me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Fucking Warner Bros. Pictures that's making the Minecraft. I think they're just gonna have like a video game universe at this point. But yeah,
So who's in
guess
it?
who's in it? Can you guess?
Well,
I
you
could
just
give you
said.
some. I could give you like, huh? What did?
Well, you just said Sophie from this movie's in it, right?
Yeah, that's one of them. I could
Okay.
give you three. I could give you like three like hints, and then you guess who's gonna be in the movie. Okay.
Is it 3 hints for each
So I'll give
person?
you
Okay.
no one hit for each actor,
All
but they're gonna be
right.
like big hints because I don't want this to drag. So
Okay.
the first one is he played a very he was a lead. He's a superhero, a lead actor,
In the Marvel
superhero
universe?
in a universe that you do not
So DC
watch.
universe. Is it the Clark who played Clark Kent?
Another hint would be he is the one that's gonna continue to be in that universe,
Oh, so it's probably a
which
Batman.
should be damn. You don't know none of the
I
lore.
don't. I
Okay,
told you this. Is it
that's
Flash?
insane.
Didn't they change it from you know who?
They haven't changed it. They haven't come up with a new
Is it
movie.
Aquaman?
It's Jason Momoa.
It is.
He
You
is
should
the
have said yes.
one.
Let me say I know who he is.
What do you mean?
You should have said yes.
He
It's
is the.
Aquaman.
It is
What is he?
Aquaman. Yeah,
Wait, what is his? Does it say his role? I'm so curious.
I think he's the lead because he's the first one that comes up in the cast list. However, he is yeah, because I think like he's the only DC superhero actor that's gonna keep being a DC superhero actor when they replace everyone else.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Oh, I forgot the latest.
Anyways,
Batman wasn't even part of the universe. Okay,
right. I was
next
like,
hint.
who? It's okay. The next person is, I don't know if you watched this movie. The next person appeared in a video game movie that I just mentioned,
That you
created
just
by Warner
mentioned?
Bros. That might be connected to the Minecraft universe.
Is it Mario?
They were a lead.
The Mario
Yes.
movie? Okay. Is it Chris Pratt?
Yes. No. Ugh.
Is it Anya Taylor Joy?
No.
Keegan Michael Key?
No.
Charlie Day?
No.
Seth Rogen?
No.
Who else is there? What the? I just said the entire.
Let me confirm. Oh shit. I got my actors mixed
Oh my
up.
gosh.
She looks just like her.
So it's not Anya Taylor Joy. It's someone who looks like Anya Taylor Joy. Is it Emma Stone?
It's someone who looks like the actor that played. I wouldn't know who Emma Stone is.
Oh my
It's
god.
someone that looks extremely similar to the actress that played Peach. It's insane. Apparently, she was on Wednesday. Oh yeah, she was like the girl on Wednesday,
Jenna something?
the pink one.
I've never seen Wednesday. I don't know. Who is it?
Not Jenna Ortega. No, I don't. Yeah, it's Emma Myers. I would not recognize her. I thought it was someone else.
I do not know who
I'm
that
sorry,
is.
girl. In the picture that they used for the cast photo, it looks very similar. And then the last person is Jack Black. Jack Black is
Couldn't let me
also in
get.
the Minecraft movie.
I didn't say
I
Jack
gave
Black.
up on the game.
Oh, I didn't say Jack Black. Jack Black was also in the Mario movie. Damn.
Oh, he
That
was.
was the one person
Oh,
I didn't mention.
damn. If I would have remembered, I would. I could have saved myself not
No,
knowing the
no, no,
actor.
no. Now we
That's
both.
insane.
My God. Well,
So
Jack
it is
Black,
someone.
good.
It is
Jack
someone
Black.
that
Wait,
was
wait,
in the
wait. Jack
Mario
Black.
movie. He's gonna be Minecraft apparently.
He's gonna be an Enderman. I want to see Jack Black as an Enderman.
Who the heck is Enderman?
You didn't. You played Minecraft? I didn't play Minecraft. I know the memes, the Enderman, the Slenderman copy, the big
Hmm.
black.
Listen, I played by myself in
Oh,
like demo mode. I was just
I think
and
it's
like
one of the
building.
bad. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I don't know. Anyway,
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Anyways,
anyway.
well,
I mean, any final thoughts before we end
on
the talk?
Minecraft,
Any?
I
No,
think
on the color purple. Bringing it back to the color purple.
no, to say finally, like I would say my rating of this movie is an 8.7. I would want to watch this again,
Girl,
but
not you with the
actually,
point sevens. You love them point sevens.
yeah, what's
You do love them point sevens.
listen. It's a good
You should. It's
middle
either at
ground.
gate
Huh?
a point five would be a middle ground for
No,
8
it's
and
too
9.
middle. It needs to be like
No, you
middle of the
cannot.
high. I mean, it's like
No,
mid
it's
high
either
class.
no. You have to pick either point five or it's a solid number, Jayla.
Why are you making
You
me
can't be
pick?
doing all
Whose
them
rules is this?
decimals.
Nah, next month we're going
No,
by
because
my
I'm about to
rules.
pick pie. I'm gonna say pie for one of the movies. I'll be like pie. No, because since you wanted to be using
What?
all them decimals, I'm gonna say pie.
3.14, all them decimals is
Yeah,
just one decimal.
yeah,
What the
yeah.
fuck?
Well,
Fine. Then we rounding to 3.1 if that's your answer. No, my answer is an 8.5. I like the movie.
Mhm,
I would listen to it again because I like the music.
mhm,
And actually, it does make me want to go watch the 1985 version. It does. I do want to
to
see
see
the
how it
difference.
compares.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, same. No,
Yeah.
I said same to see how it compares. Um,
So, yeah, I liked it. You?
I would give it. That's hard. I'm between an 8 and a 7.5. So I'm between a 7.5 and an 8.
Okay.
So I'm trying to pick because I did enjoy the movie. Like the picture, the cast, amazing. Music, amazing. Visuals, amazing. The plot holes are a huge hindrance for me.
Hmm.
The plot holes, it just kept bothering me. Like, okay, that does not make sense, and also the fact that it was a little too idealistic. However, I'm gonna let the idealistic part slide. So overall, I'm gonna give it. I'd watch it again, so I'm gonna give it an 8. Yeah, I'll give it an 8.
You know what?
It's barely an 8 though. Like it just made 8. So
Yeah, I think I
that
was
plot
too high
hole.
actually. I give it an 8 as well.
8.
I'm gonna
Damn.
bring it down a little bit. No, yeah, thinking about that, I kind of forgot about that. I was thinking mostly about the music.
Yeah,
Um,
the music was great.
it
The
was good.
cast was great. It
So
was just
yeah,
a little
8.
too. I found
It
myself
8.
a little
Ah.
confused here and there. Anyways, thanks everyone for listening to our podcast and join us next week for a brand new movie rant and review, a ranting review, if you will.
Absolutely. And if you
Mhm.
like this conversation, please go check out our other videos and go follow us on Instagram at, and this link is in the description, at the BFF Reel. And we'll see y'all next time.
Description. What if they're listening at a podcast
Well,
channel,
that's why
girl?
I
What
also
do you mean
said what the
description?
Instagram was, so you can go look it up. I also said
Okay, but
that.
don't say, oh, it's also down in the description. Okay, anyways, bye, y'all. Have a
Oh my
good
God.
one.
Deuces.